This thing on? I don't know. I'm going to go with it. Hey, what's up? It's me, Animal. Only on Animal Expedition Files. See you there. Hey everybody, welcome back. I mean, it's been a minute. I haven't been on the show in a while. I took a long break because I was moving from Florida all the way up to New England. So it's good to be back in the northern side. Hey everybody. Hey Paranormal Empire. Hey, what's up Jessica? Hey Paranormal. I'm seeing a whole bunch of people in the chat room right now. They're excited for Mizz Paranormal. Herself is in the back green room chilling. Let me turn this music down a little bit. I know it's a little loud, and I'd rather hear myself because my voice, actually I hate my voice, I'm just kidding, but I hope everybody's having a good day. Please follow me on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, because we're gonna have some good content coming up, and plus I'm filming in a couple of locations. We're having a lot of good stuff happening here. A lot of great stuff. So Animal Expedition Files is coming back regular on Wednesday and Saturday night on 8 p.m. Eastern time, so you don't want to miss out. If you're interested in being on the show, please drop me a message on Animal Expedition Files. And we'd love to have you. If you're a paranormal team, you love UFOs, Bigfoot, you name it, we talk about it all. If you want to talk about drama, we'll talk about it. We want to talk about toilets and Taco Bell, I got you. So, yeah, we'll talk about anything, whatever you want. And, hey, Andrew, what's up, buddy? We got Mizz Paranormal coming up here, but, I want to ask you a question since I haven't been on here in a bit. What is your most scariest experience in a haunted location? I want to know about it in the chat room. Please let us know, and, we'll try to get back to it and talk about it here a little bit with Mizz Paranormal. So, don't want to miss out on that, and let's get her on here because we got a lot to talk about here. So much fun stuff, and she has a little message for you here. So once we pop up here, she got a little cool thing she wants to say to you. Let's get her on here.
Good evening, my paranormal friends.
There you go, everybody. She's here, Mizz Paranormal. How's it going on
It's going great.
Saturday afternoon? Yeah, it's Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the days bleed together lately.
Jessica's like getting screamed at in Midborough Town Hall.
It does not sound like a good time.
No, you gotta have to. Oh, it's a haunted location. Oh, never mind. See, my brain. I already forgot what I was saying earlier, but that's okay. I get screamed at.
I was like, that doesn't sound like a fun thing to be doing on a Saturday.
I get screamed at all the time, so I'm pretty used to it by ghosts, pretty much, or my child or kids.
I was just about to say my kids.
Yeah, my kids yell at me all the time, just because they love me so much. But yeah, we have a lot of fun. I'll send you the EVP later on. Oh, I gotta hear that, Jessica. Yeah, definitely send me that. That'd be fun. But Mizz Paranormal, what is up? And I got a little thing I do in the beginning of my show with my guests. We want to get to know you. We want the audience to get to know you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into the paranormal, and what made you so excited about doing what you do, especially like going on TikTok now and Facebook, and you're causing a little a scuff out there, so we want to talk about that a little bit. So
Yeah,
I'm like, which I'm excited about to talk about because I think
I
we
love
need
it.
to talk about it. So so someone said, Ms., can you tell you experience I've had on the phone with her with the cocky guy?
Hacky guy. Are you talking about the crowbar incident?
I don't know.
That
Someone
was
said,
crazy. That was
uh,
wild.
wow.
Um, Look at her hyping me up. Yeah, I don't know. I think I started just like anybody else. I had a lot of experiences growing up as a kid, or at least, that's how it usually tends to go with people who get involved in the paranormal. It's kind of always starts out the same way, had experiences growing up. I'm very grateful that my family are believers in the paranormal. So when I was having these experiences, it wasn't a matter of like, oh, we don't talk about that or that's not real. I had an open floor to discuss the things that I experienced. Um, I started really heavily researching by the time I was 14. And then by the time I was 17, I did my first investigation. And I will tell you completely honestly, I was not prepared for. They ended up having some poltergeist activity, and I had a plate
Wow.
thrown at my head. That was a crazy experience. And then, I grew up, I had kids. So, like my youngest, she's on the spectrum. So it sort of inhibited me from, which I love. I love her, obviously,
Yeah.
but I'm not able to get out there as much as I used to on location. So it started with a collection of items that I have. I have what I call the weird shit shelf, which is fragments of haunted locations all over the place. It started with fragments and brick from Bobby Mackey's from the demolition.
Huh.
And then when people find out about my weird shit shelf, people offer to send me a piece of something that they have that they either don't want anymore, they don't want in their house. And I take it and I display it respectfully. I learn about the location. And I started doing spirit box sessions with these items. And I was able to get some really crazy information just having these fragments in my house. Um, so the TikTok thing started with me just posting random stuff like that and random debates about things going on. And then it started with a sassy video. I can't remember what really started it, but then people started asking me, like, well, what do you think about this then? Well, then what do you think about that then? So it just kind of snowballed into what I do today.
Yeah.
I wasn't my intended direction. I just in the videos I was already making, I was already outspoken. So it just sort of became what it is. And honestly, it's probably the best direction that it could have gone in.
Wow. That's really cool because just it's like the stuff that you're like talking about right now, and we're gonna go into that in a little bit. Like it's making a mark in the paranormal, and I see it every day and in the comments because there's people that you are literally hitting to the T because people people are noticing it. The terror that you're making in the paranormal, which is really cool, and
Really?
I really commend it because it needs to be that way because there's so much people that think they know the paranormal and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're wrong, and this, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna show threats at you and stuff like that."
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's and I know we were talking about people were like threatening and all that stuff, and just saying like real mean stuff. But the thing is, you're really
Oh, yeah.
hitting a nerve,
Which
which
is crazy because all I'm doing is, well, so the problem is right now there's this power structure, right, where it went from paranormal investigation to paranormal entertainment content.
yeah,
And what that ended up becoming the face of paranormal investigation rather than paranormal investigation itself. So these people have a very, we'll say, a hearty table of a meal that they have to eat. But what we're doing is we're saying, hey, you didn't earn that meal. You stood in front of a camera and you screamed demon. That's not paranormal investigation. And we're disrupting the way that they put food on that table. And no, I get it. Everybody's got to put food on their table, but a lot of this stuff is also now trickling into the real paranormal community because these people are treating people horribly,
Yeah.
horribly, and they don't like it. They don't like that we're calling them out on it because they went so long without being called out on it.
Yeah. And you were saying that actual Matt Riff messaged you. How did that go?
So he commented on one of my posts because I had seen screenshots of him. So there was this whole big thing about him moving some of the items from the Warrens Museum to Salem, Massachusetts. And the people of Salem, Massachusetts were like, we don't want you here. First off, the Warrens believed that witches were conduits for evil entities. So not
Yeah.
only is that an insult to them, but it's also an insult to the people of the city who do practice. And I mean, there's varying practices all throughout Salem, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful culture there. I love the energy in Salem is so beautiful and so welcoming.
Yeah.
Um, but when somebody brought it to his attention, every time someone would say, "Hey, there's a petition going. They don't want you there," and he said, "Well, they don't speak for the citizens of Salem." And then the citizens of Salem are coming forward saying, no, we really don't want you here. And he's like, oh, whatever, you don't speak for thousands of people. And it just keeps like this whole dismissive, I don't want to hear it kind of thing. He ended up calling a couple of citizens. First off, he called somebody babe. He was calling them snooty dickheads. He was calling them horrible things. So I posted about
Yeah.
it because I was like, you're trying to infiltrate this community, and that's how you're talking to the citizens of said community. That's disgusting. I
Yeah.
may or may not have called him a bag of dicks. He did not like that. He didn't like that. And he commented and said that all my post was a public mental breakdown. And he's like, basically, like, see you in Salem. He's just really cocky about it. He doesn't care how he talks to people. So,
Wow.
because he commented, all of his followers got notified that he commented on my post, which whew, those people are feral. Feral.
Yeah, I saw some.
I had the girls, like the pick me's that were like, "Oh my god, at Matt Rife, isn't she so stupid? Oh my god, I can't believe she just thinks you're hot and you don't want her." And then I had the guys that were like, "Oh, she's just mad he won't sleep with her." I'm like, he's not even my type. Like, what are you talking about? He looks like he's 12.
He does.
He really does. But they were talking about like my body. I had one guy, he said, "Oh, I'm so glad that people like you are getting the shit kicked out of them again." I had a guy threaten to he messaged me and he was like, "Have you ever had your identity stolen before?"
Yeah, I
And he
remember you
was
were.
like, "Yeah." He threatened to dox me, steal my identity, ruin my credit score. I had a professional physical therapist message me just to say, "Stupid, see you next Tuesday." Um, the parasocial attachment with some of these people in Matt Rife is scary.
You know what the
It's
sad part is? All of a sudden, Matt Rife and these people become paranormal professionals. All of a sudden, have you noticed that? Like they think they know all about the
I've
paranormal.
had a few people say, "How dare you speak to them that way? They've been in the paranormal forever." I'm like, they've been doing it for like 3 years. What the hell are you talking about? I've had people say, "Oh, well, you don't post paranormal investigation content, so you clearly don't know what you're talking about." And I'm like, sure. Okay.
You don't have to post content if you don't want to.
I'm like, I love how just because I'm a paranormal investigator means I have to post paranormal How about this isn't Build a Bitch and I post what I want? How
someone,
about
someone just put Ms. for president.
that? That's Brandon. He's from Cross the Line.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys, so Brandon, I'm representing tonight. I got my iced coffee. I can't. This is literally like my designated iced coffee receptacle.
Wow, there's a lot of comments on here about Matt Rife. Holy crap.
Yeah. Well,
So,
so Matt Rife has not spoken to really anybody in the paranormal community. But he's spoken to his fans. He's
Yeah.
spoken to people who are in his comment section who just like the paranormal. But every time he addresses people actually a part of the community, this is what he's doing. He's insulting them. He's calling us stupid. He's saying we have no idea what we're talking about. And I'm like, honestly, like this is going to sound bad, but I should have figured out what kind of paranormal investigator he was going to be when he impresses on the fact that he's a huge Zach Bagans fan, like
Yeah.
huge, like big time. And I think that's where he started his doing paranormal investigations was on Ghost Adventures. So,
Wow.
because nothing says I'm a serious paranormal investigator like dude, bro, guy, run.
Now, what about the other guy? What's his name?
Elton.
Alton. Like, what's up with it? I haven't really followed much about him. I know. I saw a couple.
Everything I've learned about him, I've learned from Kat because I had no idea who he was
Yeah,
until
I do know
he
like
used to be a
something.
Viner.
Yeah, I know there was like something he had to do with the doll, the Annabelle doll, and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I
So
just,
when they bought the Warrens' house,
yeah.
they purchased the Warrens' house, and then they got a 5-year lease on the items inside the Warrens Museum.
Hmm.
So they don't own the items; they're leasing the items. However, recently Elton announced that he's raising money to build a museum for these items. So I'm guessing things changed in the background.
Yeah, I did hear. I don't know if you heard about this, but I did see a TikTok. You know, everything's on TikTok these days. That I guess the city of Salem backed off on the museum for the War Museum.
They didn't want it there because he refused to work with them. He wanted
Yeah,
to be able to stay open until 2 a.m.
doing
And they
it.
said, mm-mm.
Yeah, now they're gonna do it in New York.
They're doing it
Supposedly,
in New York.
that's what I heard.
Well, I know that they found a loophole with the items. So when they were denied by Salem and they refused to work with the Salem City Council, they had said, okay, next thing I knew, they were apparently doing a pop up museum with Blackcraft, which is a very, very popular shop in
Yeah,
Salem.
coffee
So they were
place.
able to find like a little loophole.
Huh. I don't know. It's what's it? Animal. It says Animal Expedition Fall. She's a badass woman. She knows her stuff. That's awesome.
They're trying to make me blush on live stream. It's what's happening.
Oh man. Oh, they would hate the parody videos I've done on them, Andrew. And there's so many
Oh my
great.
God, they're so good. Some of my favorite parody videos about paranormal investigation is the people that do the fake ghost adventures, and she's like, "My name is Zach Boogans." It's so funny. Oh my God, it's so good.
I know Brandon would love this one because there's videos of Zach and Aaron investigating, and all of a sudden, like they hear a fart noise, and they're like, "Is that a ghost?" It was like really fun.
Honestly, all you need to know about Ghost Adventures is like the first part of it, like the intro, right? Where he's hauling ass down the hallway, and then he stops and he turns and he goes, "Stop running!" Like you were in front. What do you mean, stop running?
uh, I was gonna
I
say
give
that
him I give him shit. I like making fun of him because of the way he says Mercury.
who Zach?
He says Mercury. I don't know
Yeah,
what that is. Mercury.
it'd be interesting to have him on a podcast, but I know it's very hard to get him anywhere.
So I'll say one of my biggest things is what people don't understand is I cannot like somebody and still have respect for good things that they do.
Hmm.
And one thing that I will say I have a lot of respect for, Jason mentioned this in one of his live streams, is that Zach had actually reached out to him and said, I'm not stepping on your toes with this Conjuring House situation. I want, like, I see what you're doing. I see the GoFundMe. I'm not stepping on your toes. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. And I
Yeah.
was like, for Zach to do that and like reach out to be like, hey, I know there's some rumors going around about me wanting to, I'm good. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing and I support it. That's
Wow.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Sam and
Let's
Colby did the same thing.
yeah. Let's actually talk about the whole. Actually, I want to congratulate Jason Hawes. On finally it's over. Maybe. Well, let's hope it's over. There's no more crap gonna go on. But like, let's talk a little bit about the Conjuring because I've been to the Conjuring house, and the Conjuring house is literally like 30 minutes from my house. Literally, it's not. It's not very
It's
far.
only like it's only like an hour and a half away from me.
Yeah,
I want to
it's.
go so bad.
I've been there. It's a pretty interesting place. Like I would have to say because back in the day when all that stuff like has happened, I think like all that stuff is gone. So it's just now like residual stuff at the Conjuring house, like little like stuff that opens up, things get thrown off, like your normal paranormal.
That would make sense because um, I know when I talked to Satori, she was telling me during her time there that it was sort of this almost like rapid fire type of activity where it was like there was just always something going on,
Yeah,
always something going on. And I mean, that would make sense if you're talking about a property that was a farm,
yeah,
right? You're there going all day long until the sun goes down, and then they do it again. So it would make sense.
yeah. Someone was just saying, unfortunately, Elton is still causing complications on the Conjuring.
Yeah, he is trying. So he's basically. So right now, it seems like, at least I will say, is my opinion based on what I've watched happen. Is it seems like he's trying to start a monopoly on the Warrens.
Yeah,
And whereas all the other properties that the Warrens had involvement with are privately owned, the Conjuring House would be one of the last properties that had a direct connection with the Warrens available for purchase, which I think is why he's trying so hard to get it. And now, because he's realizing that the likelihood of that happening now is very, very, very low, it's essentially like a toddler with a toy. Well, if I can't have it, I'm going to break it, and you can't have it either. And it's gross.
wow.
We're talking about a man who, it's funny because when I found out the Conjuring House was going up for auction, the first thing I thought of was, I wonder if Jason Hawes will buy it. And I went to Facebook just in time to see a post by Jason Hawes that said, people need to stop asking me. I want nothing to do with it. And I was like, oh, never mind. I guess he's not going to do that. But then Andrea Perrin, who we all know lived in that home, she reached out to him via a video. And she has stage 4, I believe, breast cancer. And she was pleading with him because she's seen what types of people are in this community. And the dude bro guys, the demon divas. And she's like, I know that this property would be in good hands with Jason and not. I mean, you have CJ Faison, who just likes to buy properties to make sure nobody can go in it but him.
Yeah,
Like, it's becoming a monopoly. And she, said, I please, Jason, please help. And that is when he decided, all right, let's do this. And he did not expect it to become what it became, but the community, he went to war and we were right behind him.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason had Elton refuses to give him a place to send the payout for the property.
Mm-hmm.
This numerous times now it's illegal. Wow.
Yep. So he owns the mortgage. So because Jason is basically, he's purchasing the house, and
Yeah.
him as the mortgage owner has to tell Jason, okay, this is where you pay the money to this account, whoever, this person, whatever. And he's not being forthcoming with that information,
Hmm.
which is illegal as the mortgage owner to withhold payment information.
Wow.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. It's like and and part of me wants to like think like I think he's doing this to be famous. I hate to say that,
Oh
but
yeah.
like it's all about fame with these guys. It's not about the paranormal. And when it
Well,
becomes about fame, it's she's getting her coffee. She's like, I
people
got
get ugly. People get ugly when the second it's no longer about a passion, it's no longer about an interest in learning about something. The second it's no longer like, hey, I'm investigating because I have a genuine interest and I want to help people and I want to help the field evolve into actually, I don't know, moving forward. The second it's about TV, the second it's about book deals, movie deals, YouTube rising to fame, it you can lose yourself in that so quickly. And take Elton. Elton was a viner. And then at some point he apparently had started doing like urban exploration once Vine died. And they were like, oh, hey, people like this because it's spooky. So they started doing more spooky stuff. And then they started doing paranormal investigations. If you go through his videos, almost every single one of them has a title like uh, Haunted Hospital, Demonic Attack, Poltergeist, Skinwalker, Demon, Attack, Scariest Night of Our Lives. That's not paranormal investigation. That's showmanship.
Wow. Well, speaking about Jason Hawes, he just commented on the comment section, and
hi,
I want to give a
Jason!
big shout out to Jason Hawes. What's up, brother? And love your shows.
While he's here,
think about you. Yeah, that's awesome.
While he's here, I'm gonna tell you right now. And I know Kat can attest to this too, and so can Andrew. What you see of Jason, like when he's doing live streams and stuff like that, is every ounce who he is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He is one of the nicest, most humble people. And I think people expect something different because, I mean, it's Jason fucking Hawes. But he's not. He's so kind. He's so humble. When I tell you that man, we've had conversations about like things we want to see happen with the community and different ideas. And he is so genuine for his love for this community and this field. Retaining that authenticity back when he had, when they had ghost hunters and they had no problem walking out of a building and saying, sorry, we didn't experience anything. And I have so much respect for that man. I really do. Cause he gets a lot of shit for no reason. And,
I agree.
There's been times where I've been being attacked and I'm like, Jason, how the hell do you deal with this on a regular basis? He's like, just breathe.
Yep. It just,
it's great.
It's awesome because like, it's a good, amazing group of people. And like Jay and you and everybody, like it's the real paranormal people circle. The group, that actually cares about the science, the actual spirits, the respectful of the spirits. We don't go out there and say, oh, it's a demon. This is a demon. That's a demon. My cat's a demon, like,
which might be the more true.
Yeah. Now, I know my cats are demonic, so they do weird stuff.
There's always a little demon in every cat, no matter how cute they are.
A little
demon. Yeah.
I think everybody could agree with that if they own a cat. And I have 4 of them. So
oh my God.
And the funny thing is my house is haunted. It's a 1930s home. And
wow. Love that.
A lot of history in this house. And like it's weird. My animals will act so weird. To me, it's like I'm so used to it. Like a door will open, the freaking doorknobs will start turning and stuff like that. And like I'm used to that stuff, but my animals are like freaking, like looking like what was that? It just
there's memes about that where I love you, Brandon. I love you guys. You guys are so nice. You're gonna make me blush on here. Like my cheeks are getting red. I can feel they're hot. Holy crap. But they have memes like that where they have like your cat staring at the corner of the ceiling or something like that, and you're like, what do you see? Is this something I need to be concerned about? Because you seem real fucking pressed on that corner.
Well, even children, like my daughter, she's 4 years old. Like I remember because we just moved to New England. I'm originally from Rhode Island, but then when I was younger, we moved to Florida because my dad had cancer and all that stuff. Beat the cancer, but
I'm sorry.
With his hips and stuff, he had to move to warmer climate. So like in Florida, my house was haunted there also. And Like my daughter would like look across we had this bathroom that was always pitch black. You can't see nothing. It's like going into another like a freaking like whatever it was. It's like you're passing through this whole weird veil. And my daughter would
Yeah.
be like pointing at stuff like I'm like, what are you looking at? She's like, there's something standing there. I'm like, what do you mean? I can't even see in the dark in there. And she's like, there's
Oh, it's
something
like that,
standing there.
like darker than the dark.
Yeah, it's like you can't
Oof.
even. It was weird. It was the only room like that you couldn't see in it, like past this door barrier. It was so dark, and you could feel the energy coming out
Ooh.
of the room. And there was always shit that would go on and stuff like that. Doors open and shut, and you would hear voices, like people having conversations and stuff like that. But it's
It
just
always
weird.
feels like you're intruding, like when you like hear the voices. It's like you hear like somebody having a conversation. It always feels like you're the odd one out. Like, oh, excuse me for interrupting in my house.
You know what the weird part is having being in a haunted house, especially a bathroom like that, is going to the bathroom in a haunted bathroom when you have no privacy. Like,
Listen, I remember I lived in this house, and there was every like it didn't happen all the time. But when you opened our bedroom door, you could look down the hallway, and in that right off that hallway was the bathroom. And every once in a while, because the hallway would look straight down into the living room, and every once in a while, not all the time, I would open my bedroom door, and I would just be like, "No, it's okay, I can wait."
yeah.
It would be this weird feeling of it's almost the same as like when you're running up the stairs from your basement because something's chasing you and you feel it. It's kind of like that, but you're just kind of staring into darkness and you're like, I've got to pee right now. That's fine. I can wait. I can wait. That's fine.
Oh damn. Yeah. Someone just asked me. She's 4 years old. I can't remember who was asking, but someone asked me.
Oh, I think it was Cat.
Brandon's mad at me because I'm a diver and he's a diver, and we were supposed to go diving, but you know what, buddy? You should come up to New England and come diving with me here. There's a lot of cool shit up here.
I don't think they'd be able to handle the temperature of the water.
Oh yeah, you gotta be yeah, you gotta be a true New Englander to deal with that. But I am getting
Yeah,
older.
because like mid July you go to we go to Hampton Beach and
Mhm.
you feel like you're standing in ice water. I don't think they understand that. It's cold. It's real cold.
Man, that's all right. We have to go back to this because some people we'll go back to the whole New England thing, but someone's saying, I guess when you go to the what is it the Lorraine and Ed and Lorraine house, they have to approve your footage and all that. What is
Mm.
it? Let's talk about a little
So
bit about that. I could tell you want to. I could tell.
it's frustrating because here's the thing. Times are hard for everybody right now.
Yeah.
We like today we went to Walmart. We had like maybe, I don't know, 4 small bags of stuff. And Ixnay the new coffee machine because our coffee pot broke. But
I love
it was
coffee.
like almost $300 for just nothing. And it's like this is crazy. And it's the same thing with going to the grocery store. Times are hard for a lot of people. And then you're telling me that you want me to spend $2,500 for a night and then only be able to investigate the actual haunted part of the house for what I think it was like 4 hours. It's like 2,500 a night for the week for a weekday night, and I think it's $3,500 for a weekend night. And
Wow.
then yeah, somebody just said it.
I had to pay six
They
hundred and
you have
up.
to pay evidence review fees. So if you want to post any of the footage that you've made, anything over 3 minutes, I can't remember what they have like a sliding scale of like per length of time, but it can get upwards of like $600 for them to review your evidence.
Now, is this true? I heard someone talk about you have to pay to go live. Was that
Yeah,
true?
from what I heard is you have to call ahead. You have to let them know that you're going to be live. You have to pay to go live, and from what I saw on the website, at least forever ago was that they have to have one of their representatives on your live stream at all times. I don't think people understand that what they're doing is basically making you pay to advertise them. But,
Wow, it becomes Walt Disney World. I hate to say that, like, of ghost hunting. You're paying for like a soda that's like $8. Instead, you're using the equipment for thousands of dollars
mhm.
and paying to go live and stuff and all this. It's like it's almost like it's not even an investigation because they're pretty much watching you on
Yes.
everything you do. It's like you can't really have an actual investigation. Like the ghost ain't gonna want to come out and play with you if like all this commotion's going on. You can't do this, you can't do
Right.
that. Like it's
And the equipment thing is a little weird because on it's on the same page as they have the pricing. They're like, but we have like over $21,000, whatever the hell the amount was, worth of equipment for you to use. I'm like, okay, if somebody's spending $2,500 to go spend a night in this house, they're probably professional paranormal investigators, which means they probably have their own equipment. So what you're saying is you're trying to tell people it's basically like sales psychology. They're trying to say like, yeah, it's this much, but look what you get with it. It's
Mhm.
still inappropriate. I had somebody, let me give you a different perspective because a lot of people aren't thinking of it this way. I'm a woman. I'm 5 feet tall. I'm about 118 pounds on a bad day. And when the people were saying, well, if you don't like the price, it's up to 8 people, so just go with a random group. You want me to go to a paranormal investigation with a group full of people that I've never met before in my life, to a
Yeah.
place where I get to sit in the dark with them, to a location that I've never been to in my life, and in the middle of nowhere, and just, I don't know, hope I'm okay? No
Yeah.
thanks. That
No.
sounds like the exact opposite thing my mother told me to do. you
Yeah,
know?
it's it's crazy. I don't understand it, and that's
Oh
why
God, the DR60.
the DR6
Andrew brought up the
you have to use.
Elton's favorite piece of equipment is the DR60, and he gets other investigators to use the DR60, which
Oh
is
my
it's
gosh!
it's obsolete, like it's crap. They themselves said, "Hey, guess what? This doesn't work," and then people are still buying it. So, have you seen how much money the DR60 goes for? And it's
It,
broken. I don't
it,
get it.
well, this is. I don't know, like how you do paranormal investigation, but like me, like I'm a sensitive, and like I'm very sensitive to a lot of stuff when I go into a lot of these places, and I really try not to bring a lot of stuff with me, like because number one, it's expensive. Number
Right.
two, it's a distraction
Yeah.
because, like, say you're like fiddling with something, and all of a sudden, an apparition, a class A apparition or whatever it is, like shows up right to your right
Love
side,
that.
and you miss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's such a distraction. That's why I always like to go to a place, feel it out, and see what I could. I could have the
Yeah.
most best experience in my life. I could see the most coolest thing or hear the coolest voice, or I could be missing out, on
Right.
something
That's why
beautiful.
I love audio. That's my
Yeah.
when I do paranormal investigations, I love I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but I'm a horror fan. But this is a movie that came out, I don't even know. God, it's so old that it was Michael Keaton. It was White Noise.
Yep.
I
I
have
remember.
been a that came out when I was a kid. I have been
Yeah.
obsessed with EVP since that
Hmm.
film. And I remember the first time I actually caught something and I was like, it changed the world for me because I was like,
Yeah.
we get to hear their voices. We get to hear that, like, that's crazy. And that trickled into, so now I also have my SB7. Um, a follower of mine, Nateco Paranormal, they actually make sweep radios, and they actually built one for me and they sent it to me. Um, and I still haven't had an opportunity to play with that as much, but I love anything to do with audio. I like being able to hone in on a conversation and try to connect with them and try to have a conversation if
Yeah.
possible.
That's awesome. What is the most intense EVP that you've experienced that kind of made you like go, wow, like it blew your mind away?
Um, that's really hard. EVP that was 100% like clarifying, okay, this is real, was caught during the first investigation that I ever did. Because I said I was so out of my league. We actually got the help of a paranormal group. I don't know if they're still around, but it was the New England Apparitional Research Society. It was near. Um, and they came in and we were explaining to them that we would hear banging on the side of the dryer in the middle of the night, like right in the kitchen, like somebody was just hitting it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Um, and during this, they're recording us talking about this story. And on playback, you hear what sounds like a child's voice talking to somebody else saying, they hear you clanking.
Wow.
It was the craziest thing. And it was not only validation that there was more than one person there, but they were definitely intelligent. Um, and then the craziest like SB7 session that I've ever had was when I first got the Bobby Mackey pieces. And I now have to. Scott Jackson likes to rear his ugly head. Um, when I do SB7 sessions, I could be having a great, back and forth, or I could be having random spurts of response, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll get idiot, disrespectful. I'll start getting this slew of insults. Um,
Wow.
because it started when did a SB7 session with my Bobby Mackey pieces. And there was this really weird back and forth that was happening for like an hour. It was the same voice over and over again. And I
Yeah.
had said, I think you should tell people where you put her head. And I said, he said, it's not for you. And I said, I don't care if it's not for me. Like, what does that even mean? I said, and he said disrespectful. I said, well, I think it's disrespectful. You cut off a woman's head. I feel like that's a problem.
Wow.
And ever since then, I call him an asshole. I say Scott Jackson's an asshole. So now every time I do an SB7 session, he'll
Yeah.
randomly pop in with idiot and stuff like that. He'll be like, hi, Scott. And then he'll stop. He doesn't like women. He doesn't like women that talk back. I mean, you got to figure the time period he was in, they didn't really do that very often. So,
Yeah.
which means I have fun with doing it.
That's awesome because I would like if I was like a woman or something, I would be messing with them too. I'd be like, go fuck
I
off.
have that. I have that video on my TikTok. It's pinned. It was
I'll-
wild. It was wild. And then I got a piece of Ohio State Reformatory, and I didn't research it before I did. I wanted to go in like completely blind. I ended up getting a name, and when I researched that name after the fact, I found out it was one of the more notorious spirits of Ohio State Reformatory. He had set himself on fire 2 weeks before he was supposed to be shipped out, and they had no idea why he did it. That was weird. That was really bizarre.
You by the way, not to interrupt, but you got another Ms. for president here.
Vote for Ms.
I think I think you got a few votes
James. Hey, James. I don't know. Listen, actually, so Sasquatch there,
Yep.
Mr. Brandon, he gets a kick out of my opening, which just kind of happened when I made videos. It was very organic.
Normal friends.
My good evening, my paranormal friends. He said he's gonna put it on a shirt, but I'm still waiting.
Well, the funny thing is, Brandon, I don't know if you were here a little earlier, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which you probably were late. She did say it when she
I did.
Show,
very enthusiastically.
Very, very. It was really cool. So she might say before she
leaves.
leaves.
So great.
So she might say goodbye, paranormal friends. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah. What is your favorite item, and was it the one I sent you? So, Kat, she is in Colorado. She sent me pieces of Cripple Creek.
Oh wow.
She sent me glass from the Cripple Creek fires, and then she's actually sending me dust. She'll have to type where it's from, but I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited.
Oh.
My favorite piece out of my collection. Oh, it's so hard.
Or the Jason
Yeah,
you just
Jason.
sent you.
Yeah.
I,
So
oh,
Satori found out about my weird shit shelf, and she sent me this, that my good luck charm,
yeah.
the piece of the Conjuring house. But then she goes, um, "Do you want a jar from the basement of the Conjuring house? It's a ball jar, like
Wow.
that was in the house around that would have been in the house around the time that the parents lived there, and his wife actually asked Satori to ask me if I had a piece of the oh god, now that I want to say it, it's out of my mind. The cat, help me out. Oh god. I talk about it all the time, and now that I want to say it, it's gone.
I don't know.
Jay will know. It's a bolt. It's a big heavy metal bolt with a bracket.
Huh.
Um, from the oh god. Yes, thank you. That Norwich State Hospital.
Yeah.
I need more coffee, is what that is. Yeah, the Norwich State
Yeah.
Hospital. She had asked Satori to ask me if I have a piece of that yet, and I was like, "Yet, no." Um, and they did, and they sent me this really beautiful care package of spooky stuff, and I was like, I was crying. I was not okay. I was very emotional. You would have thought I just won Miss America.
There's one thing I want to ask you about because I know I don't like them, and every time I see one, I almost shit myself. Dolls, haunted dolls, any kind of dolls. I don't like dolls because everywhere I went, ever since I went to this one haunted location, it was in New York. I think it was it the I can't sanatorium, some sanatorium. I can't remember. It's a very famous sanatorium. If you know which one I'm talking about.
Sanatorium, are you talking about Waverly
No, not
or
Waverly.
Rolling Hills Asylum?
No, is it Bentwood? It's in New York. I can't remember what it was, but they have a doll room, number one, and I'll never forget.
Oh, I follow them because they talk about the doll room. I can't remember the name of it.
But there was a Ouija board on the floor. I'll never forget this. I mean, my friend got to go around it. We were like literally going, like doing a little tour there. Somebody knew somebody, and we got to do a little tour by ourselves. So we went in the doll room. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I'm like, I'm leaving. And went around the whole house inside, went up and down, and all of a sudden I ended up back in the doll room. I don't know what was wrong with me. I must have been high or something, but like literally as soon as I went back into the doll room, literally no word of a lie, I've never seen this before, but the freaking Ouija board was out of its box, set up with the planchetta on the board, just sitting here right near the dolls, and I'm like, nope, nope. That made me want to shit myself, and I'm like, I'm out of here.
I got my actually funny. I got my my planchette earrings on right now. I
Oh
got the
wow!
whole yeah.
Someone was just
Um
talking about Annabelle doll. Which, speaking about dolls, first before we talk about Annabelle, I wanna get your what's your thoughts about haunted dolls, because like they freak the shit out of me, and like I
so
want your, and
I
before we talk
think
to Annabelle.
yeah, dolls are no different than any other item, right? If you have a doll that was, I don't know, in a house with I'm just throwing this out there because I'm trying to think of like high octane, high energy sort of situations. Like
Yeah.
look at a doll in a house, hoarding issues or abusive situations, or you know, like somebody who needed intense medical care or had any sort of like extreme like issues with trying to think of the polite proper way to say it, like any sort of mental stressors or whatever. That's a lot of strong energy. So even if it's not necessarily like, I don't know, the energy can attach to him. Um, I don't I don't believe that. I mean, maybe there's a few where there's like a child that's attached to a doll, or even an adult that's attached to a doll. But I don't think every creepy doll that's old is haunted.
Yeah.
And I think that's become. Listen, I'm not even bullshitting you when I say this. I found out that there was somebody selling haunted dolls on eBay. So I went through their stores,
See,
right?
that's
Because they have a
yeah.
collection and they're all haunted.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not even joking when I tell you that one of them was listed as a haunted. The doll was haunted by a demonic siren. Okay,
What?
that's cute that you think that, but no, it's probably not. Um, I think I think it's possible. I think it's a lot more rare than content creators want you to think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you, like I have the collection of pieces from haunted locations. I have a piece of the Villisca Axe Murder House. I have Ohio State Reformatory, West Virginia State Penitentiary, Bobby Mackey's, um, the Conjuring House, Cripple Creek, the Bruner House. I have Norwich State Hospital, and I've had like a couple weird things happen every once in a while, but
Yeah.
it's not what I think people expect it to be. Like people are like, you have all that shit in your house and your entire life is in flames.
Hmm.
No, I've had some weird experiences, but it's not an everyday thing, and
Yeah.
it's definitely not to the degree that I think they're expecting. And I imagine the same is with any sort of haunted item.
Yeah.
I would love when it comes to Annabelle. I got a really weird. I don't know. I just find it very difficult to believe that this supposedly like horribly haunted demonic doll is so evil. It's so
Mhm.
evil, like sinister. It'll kill you. And you got people taking fucking selfies with it like they're besties.
Yeah.
I'm very confused by that. We're talking about a demonic entity, right? The potential of a demonic entity. We know that, or we assume that these spirits can travel through walls, especially demonic entities. So you're gonna tell me that that doll is stuck behind glass,
And that could protect it.
and it won't get you as long as you wear oven mitts. Like,
It's like,
okay,
are they cooking with it? It's like
I made
cooking
a
with
joke.
Anna.
A couple of oh my god, that would be great.
That would be a cool
Um,
show. Actually, cooking
we
with.
really would. I'd watch it. Um, I just feel like there's so much hype behind it. I don't even know if I'm gonna join in with the conspiracy theory. It looks way too tidy for it to be that old, even if it's been behind glass. It's not like a museum quality airtight case. This is just glass and wood, and for it to
Yeah.
look as pristine as it does, a little weird. But I don't know. I would love a chance to be around her. Actually, I saw somebody talk about going to the museum, and they did the investigation, and that but they said when they were around Annabelle that it was weird because it was the opposite of what you would expect. They felt warm, invited, welcoming. They didn't get any sort of bad vibes.
Yeah.
But of course, that's not what helps the narrative of the spooky. So it's just Annabelle trying to get your they want you comfortable. She wants to get your trust so then she can attack. I'm like, or there's nothing wrong with it. Or maybe it's just not bad. I'd
Yeah.
like to test it.
I honestly like what Jason said here. Let me go back a little bit. What is it? Where is it? There's so many comments here. Hold on. Sorry. Uh here it
Also,
is.
these are really funny.
Ed Warren claimed in his own book in the 1980s, spirits don't possess objects; they possess people. But now Annabelle is supposedly possessed. I like that.
Well, that's the thing is there seems to be, and it's true, but and you have all these people that are going back on things, and it's different, right? When we learn something new, we can be like, oh, okay, so that's not what we thought it was. Like
Yeah.
poltergeist activity, that was believed. It literally translates to noisy ghost, and then we're discovering that it's actually not a ghost at all. That it might just be energy of living people. So it's not
Yeah.
even really paranormal. I mean, it's weird, but you know, when we learn new things, it's okay to roll with the tides. But when you're, I'm going to say something that's probably going to get a lot of people mad at me, but it's like similar to issues when it comes to people who are like the super God fearing type, where we're going to preach the Bible and we're going to give everybody so much shit about doing certain things. But when we do awful things, we're not going to talk about the Bible anymore. And we're not going to point out that that's probably not a good thing. It's kind of like they're shaping it as they go rather than having any sort of actual rule or idea, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I totally understand, especially on the whole aspect of, you know, trying to not be on my preachy box, but which I'm not. But like, I went through that whole religious thing because I was a Christian, and then I denounced my Christianity, and there was a whole thing about ghosts and demons and this
I
and
want to go
that.
back to what Scarborough said about Dan because I gotta say something about that.
Which one's that?
They talked about the new case that Dan Rivera built for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not gonna say who because I respect their privacy, but I will say that somebody, and I'm not a bullshitter, I've never been a bullshitter, somebody who is very close, was very close to Dan Rivera, reached out to me because they saw something that I had posted about Tony. And they said that they loved what I wrote. They thanked me for what I wrote. And they said that they didn't get into detail, but they said those people made Dan's death an absolute fucking circus.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they're not happy with how they handled his death because they blamed it on Annabelle.
Yeah.
So, I just out of respect of Dan, um, because I think it turned out to be, I think it was something like just actual like something physical with him. It wasn't, some mysterious circumstance and Annabelle got him like
Yeah.
enough. But anything to build a narrative. That's what they did. The whole tour that they took Annabelle on. Anytime during their tour that something bad happened, it was automatically Annabelle's fault.
No, prisoners escaped.
Oh my god. Yeah. What the what is it, the plantation that burned to the ground? I'm like, or it's a plantation and maybe we really shouldn't be that sad about it burning.
Yeah, it's like it's if a doll, like if a
I believe
doll
so.
so haunted, why are we bringing on a tour? You know, like they said, like why touch it?
She's so evil and she causes so much strife and pain, and but like, let's bring her across the country where people can take selfies with her.
Yeah,
I want to hug her. Honestly, they said like free Annabelle hashtag um accused but never convicted, and that killed me. I'm like, I think she needs to be freed.
what
I
about
mean,
coffee?
what's that?
Take it out for coffee.
Right.
You know,
I
chill.
mean, let's face it, being stuck would would you want, I'm going to say something and it's going to be like pretty controversial, but would you want to be a little girl stuck in a case around Ed Warren?
Mm.
No, you would not.
You would be grumpy too. Like if I was a ghost stuck in a doll in a glass case, I'd be annoyed too. Like,
Especially a demonic, listen, I feel like they could make a cartoon out of that because this is supposed to be some super demonic snarling hell beast and it's stuck in a cutesy little doll.
to
I
be
would be
honest,
mad if I was a snarling hell beast and I had to wear a dress.
I would probably love, like, if you could, let's say hypothetically, I'm going to go funny here, because this is the Animal Expedition Files, so we could talk about anything, hypothetically, what if like you became like best friends with it, and just like play around and mess with people, like fuck with people, like give people like Taco
Like
Bell
pranks.
diarrhea or something.
Here it is. Here it is.
Just like to mess with people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Brandon to say something about that, because
Uh-huh.
he's been waiting for me to talk about
James
it.
is in here too.
Yep, and James, but why not? Like, have fun with it. Take it out for brunch. Go on, like, take it to a movie. Maybe it wants to see something cool. Maybe the mountains.
Hey, Mario.
Hey, what's up? But like,
see, I do. While I have everybody here, like, I want to say, I've met really good people.
Yeah.
And this is how I know that I'm on the right side of the tracks, because even off of like public posts and public comment sections, these people go out of their way to talk about the community, how they don't like people are being treated, how they talk about standing up for other people when other people are getting bullied. These are not people that sit in the shadows plotting somebody's demise. Like, these are really good people who just see the community become what we all know it can be.
yeah.
And then you see, like, the other, like, a couple weeks ago, I saw an entire comment section that was dedicated to saying some of the most things about me, like really nice stuff. And I'm like, you don't see that the people that in my comment section, you don't see them talking about somebody's body or calling them psychotic or making up stories to make them look bad. These are I'm so grateful for the people that I've met doing this. They're so kind and they're so genuine. And I mean, if there was anything that told me I'm on the right side of the tracks with what I'm doing, it is that right there. It is the people that I've met and I've been able to become friends with.
Man, that's awesome. Man, I can't believe it's already been an hour. I need to make my show 2 hours. Like, literally 2 hours, because this show, we got so much more to talk about. And
absolutely.
I need to have a show with you, Kat, and there's 2 other people that I know that you guys talk with each other.
It's
Truth
Jason's wife.
Is it Jason? Oh, Jason's wife's here?
Yeah, Kristen. Actually, so Kristen, it's funny because every time I talk to Satori, she calls you Mama Haas. So my immediate knee-jerk reaction was like, "Oh my God, it's Mama
Haas!" Man, I need to actually have like you guys, Jason, on, and like we just need to like have a cool like paranormal table conversation. Just talk about nothing about all stuff about paranormal. Just new ways to like investigate and cool stuff to do and places to see, and it'd be really cool to do. It really would. There's so many people on here. This is awesome. Hey, Kristen,
time for me to hide.
Jason's like, time for me to hide. I got caught.
I love it. They're so funny.
That's awesome.
I'm surprised Jason. A little inside joke. I'm surprised Jason had time. With him and his jet boats. His jet boats. All his jet boats. He's got these like haters that say the most ridiculous things. According to, basically, if you actually listen to anything his haters say, it's basically he's done everything but JFK. Like he is Bigfoot. He is DB Cooper. Like he is everything. It's ridiculous.
That's awesome. Well,
he's a busy man.
Yeah. Well, if anybody in our comment section like loves this show and loves what's going on right now, what we're talking about, if you're interested to be on the Animal Expedition Files, please give me a message on Animal Expedition Files on my Facebook page or YouTube or whatever you can find me. Also, I got merch, so animalexpeditionfiles.com. Check out the merch stuff. Yeah, sorry, I haven't talked in a while, so it's kind of jibber jabbering here while I'm going. But man, this has been such a. Before we go though, Mizz Paranormal, what is the most creepiest place that you've ever been to? before we go?
Most creepiest place that I've ever been to. Um, Actually, I went a long time without sharing the name of it because of how bad it was, but I
Mhm.
will because people don't know how bad it is a cemetery in Keene, New Hampshire called Woodlawn Beaver Street Cemetery. It's two cemeteries that are attached at the heart by a stone bridge. It is
I think I know.
horrifying.
I think I
It's
know.
bad.
It's huge.
It's I
Is it?
got an attachment. It's huge, and I got an attachment from there.
Yep, I went there not too long ago. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
With the chapel in the back.
Yeah, it's a huge creep, and you could get lost in there too. That's the
Oh
problem.
yeah,
You turn one,
really easily.
and you can't even find your way out. It's
Really easy. When you research that place, they don't talk about
no,
how bad it is. It's bad.
yeah.
It's I love going through cemeteries. I think they're very peaceful. This place is not peaceful. It's you can feel it. It's gross.
What is it? We are not your parents, Satori.
Oh, is the Tory in here?
Is Satori in here?
Oh, they are. Hi, Cody. It's the Tory.
Hey, what's up? It's a Hawes family reunion. We should have
I know. No kidding.
like a Hawes on the show here. All the Hawes to come on the show, and also Jason. Just to let you know, I am also a plumber by trade, so I do leak detection. So you ever need
I
a
love
leak
that.
expert, a leak guy? I can help you out here, brother. So
Wish Cody. Oh, happy birthday, Cody!
happy birthday, buddy.
That's
Man, this is
amazing.
awesome.
They're the nicest people. I'm telling you right now. Like they're just really down to earth. And
Yeah.
I remember the first time I did a video chat with Jason and his wife was there. She is spicy and sassy in the most beautiful way. The most beautiful way. I love it. She's a firecracker and she's so much fun. And Cody and Satori, they're so nice. Just a really just down to earth family. I don't know how to describe it. They're just very kind people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, man, we're gonna talk a little bit more after the show is over here. But before we
Absolutely.
go, I need you to say one thing before we go here because wait, hold on. Let me get this queued up here before we go. I gotta make sure I got the right stuff. I think yeah, this is it. All right. Before we go, there's something that you need wait, hold on. Sorry, I lied. Making sure this is good. All right. But after we go, don't leave because we'll talk a little bit. Usually I talk to my guests about a couple of minutes after and stuff, just kind of debrief and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So before we go, why don't you say your amazing saying before we leave the show on Animal
Normally my outro is usually it's usually different. It's now that I want to say it, my brain is shut off. I hope you all have a beautiful night. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Happy hunting, stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all very soon.
That's it, everybody. I hope everybody has a good weekend and message us on animalexpeditionfiles.com and we'll see you later. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Lights on.